walk through space that doesn't stay, like it's slowly drifting away. Every step just feels too light, like I'm fading out of sight. The dark is calm, it doesn't change. Everything just feels the same. I've settled in this distant place, without a phone, without a face. Soft distance, far from view. Nothing here that I can hold on to. Every thought just slips away before it finds a place to stay. I don't reach, I don't remain, I just move without a name. And in the space I let it go, there's nothing left for me to know. No direction, no control, just a slow, quiet flow. I don't stop, I don't return, I just move until it turns. Soft distance, still the same. Nothing here to leave a name. Every moment fades to gray, like it never meant to stay. I don't try to understand what was never in my hands. And in the quiet I remain, somewhere far beyond the frame. When the light begins to show, I'm already letting go. No goodbye, no final line, nothing left to leave behind. Just a space that drifts away, soft distance fades to gray. Walk through space that feels too wide, like there's nothing left inside. Every step just echoes slow through a place I used to know. The dark expands without a sound. Nothing here to hold me down. I've settled in this open grave where everything just fades away. Wider than silence I remain, somewhere drifting without a name. Every thought just fades from view before it turns to something true. I don't hold what slips away, I just let it slowly stay. In the space that stretches on, there's nothing left to hold on to. No direction, no control, just a distant, quiet flow. I don't stop, I don't return, I just move until it turns. Wider than silence, still the same. Nothing here to call by name. Every moment fades to gray, like it never meant to stay. I don't try to understand what was never in my hands, and in the quiet I remain, somewhere just outside the frame. Left behind, nothing resting in my mind. Wider still, and what I know, somewhere I will never show. I move through places without phone, somewhere quiet, somewhere warm. Every step just feels too slow, like I've nowhere left to go. The dark is where I feel the same, without a face, without a name. I've settled in the space between, something lost, something unseen. In between I'm standing still, nothing left to shape or fill. Every thought just drifts away before it finds a place to stay. I don't hold or disappear, I've been here for too many years, and in the space I let it go, there's nothing left for me to know. No direction, no control, just a slow and steady flow. I don't stop, I don't return, I just move until it turns. Just a space, every moment fades to gray, like it never meant to stay. I don't try to understand what was never in my hand, and in the quiet I remain, somewhere outside of the frame. When the light begins to show, I'm already letting go. No goodbye, no final line, nothing left to leave behind. Still between what comes and goes, somewhere no one ever knows. Move through shapes I barely know, like I'm just a passing flow. Every corner feels too wide, like there's nothing left inside. The night is still, it doesn't ask. Nothing here I need a map. I've settled where the quiet stays, in between the fading days, light enough to drift away. Nothing left for me to say. Every word just disappears before it reaches anywhere. I don't hold what slips from me, I just let it slowly be. And in the space I leave behind, there's nothing there to redefine. No arrivals. No delay, just another passing day. I don't stay, I don't return, I just move and let it turn. Light enough to not remain, nothing here to leave a name. Every moment fades too slow into something I don't know. I don't try to make it clear why I'm barely even here. And in the quiet I became something no one else can name. When the morning comes too soon, I'm already out of tune. No reflection in the glass, only something meant to pass, light enough to disappear, like I was never really here. I pass the lines I used to know, but they don't feel the same anymore. Every shadow feels too light, like it never held me right. The night remains without a sound. Nothing here to slow me down. I've grown into this empty space. Without a past I need to trace. No trace left behind me now. Nothing here to wonder how. Every word I never said fades away inside my head. I don't reach for what is gone, I just let it carry on. And in the space I choose to stay, everything just slips away. Just another passing day. I don't stay, I don't return. I just move and let it burn. No trace left for me to find. Nothing resting in my mind. Every moment slips from view, like it never once was true. I don't try to make it clear why I slowly disappear. And in the quiet I became something no one else can name. When the morning comes too soon, I'm already out of tune. No reflection in the glass, only something meant to pass. No trace left of where I've been, just a space I'm moving in. Past the spaces I once knew, but they don't feel the way they do
Every shadow falls to light, like it never held me right. The night remains without a voice. No need for reason, need of choice. I've grown into this quiet state, somewhere drifting out of place. No sound left to hold me here, nothing left that feels too clear. Every word I never said fades away inside my head. I don't reach for what is gone, I just let it carry on. And in the space where I remain, there's nothing calling out my name. Arrival, no delay, just another passing day. I don't stay, I don't return, I just move and let it burn. No sound left to follow through, nothing left that feels like you. Every moment slips from view, like it never once was true. I don't try to make it right, I just let it out of sight. And in the quiet I became something no one else can name. When the morning comes too soon, I'm already out of tune. No reflection in the glass, only something meant to pass. I don't stay, I never do, just a trace that moves through you. I walked the line I didn't choose, with nothing left for me to lose. Every step just feels the same, like I forgot why I came. The air is still, it doesn't move. Nothing here I need to prove. I've settled in this quiet state, somewhere drifting out of place. I drift in a place, I don't move on, like something here but mostly gone. Every thought just fades too slow before it turns to something known. I don't hold, I don't define what was never really mine. And in the space I let it stay, it slowly pulls itself away. No direction left to find, no reflection in my mind. I don't stop, I don't return, I just move until it turns. go. There's nothing left for me to know. Every moment slips from view, like it never once was true. I don't try to understand what was never in my hands. I just walk and let it be, like it never needed me. When the light begins to show, I'm already letting go. No reflection left behind, nothing resting in my mind. Just a shape that doesn't stay, drifting slow, then fades away. I follow roads that lead nowhere, familiar ghosts in empty air. Every shadow, every face feels like something I can't place. The dark is where I tend to stay, when nothing ever asks me to stay. I've grown into this quiet state, somewhere lost, somewhere too late. Still not there, still not gone, somewhere I don't belong. I don't hold what slips away, I just let it drift and stay. Every step just fades too slow, through the things I never show, and deep inside I let it be, something no one else can see. No place left I recognize, no true left behind my eyes. I don't stay, I don't return, I just walk until it burns. Every road just bends and breaks, different turns, the same mistakes. And every night I disappear like I was never really here. Streetlights fall across the ground like a lost and distant sound. Every thought I let it go, like something I'll never know. I don't look for something new, I've seen enough to see it through, that everything we try to keep is something time will slowly steal. When the daylight starts to show, I'm already letting go. No last words, no reason why, just another passing sky. the space you pass between. A silent part of what has been. Still walking without a sign, somewhere lost beyond the line. I move through spaces left behind, like they never held a sign. Every shadow feels too wide, like it opens from inside. The night's around but doesn't close, only something distant grows. I've settled where the silence stays between the lines that slowly fade. Held in the air, I drift alone, nothing here I call my own. Every thought just floats away before it finds a place to stay. I don't reach for what is gone, I just let it carry on. And in the space that lingers through, there's nothing left for me to hold on to. Just a slow and open grave. I don't stay, I don't return, I just move and let it turn. Held in the air without a sound, nothing here to pull me down. Every moment drifts from view, like it never once was true. I don't try to make it clear why I slowly disappear. And in the quiet I became something no one else can name. When the morning starts to show, I'm already letting go. No goodbye, no final line, nothing left to leave behind. Held in air, I'm gone again, like I've never really been. walk through lines I didn't draw. Nothing feels the way it was. Every corner looks the same, like I forgot why I came. The air is still, it doesn't move. Nothing left for me to prove. I've settled in this quiet tone, somewhere I can't call my own. Slowly out, I fade away. Nothing ever seems to stay. Every thought just slips from view before it turns to something true. I don't hold what disappears. I've been here for too many years, and in the space I let it go, there's nothing left for me to know. No direction, no control, just a slow and steady flow. I don't stop, I don't return, I just move until it turns. Slowly out, without a sound, nothing here to hold me down. Every moment fades to gray, like it never meant to stay. I don't try to understand what was never in my hands. I just walk and let it be, like it never needed me. Begins to rise, I'm already out of sight. No reflection left behind, nothing resting in my mind. Just a trace that fades away, slowly out and gone again. It was never meant to stay. It felt real for just a while, like something worth the trial. Every moment felt so clear, like I actually belonged here. But I've known this kind of thing, what it gives and what it brings. Something close and out of sight, gone before it turns to light. I felt it slipping from my hands before I tried to understand. Just a passing feeling, nothing more. Like every time I fell before. I don't hold it, I don't keep, I just let it fall asleep. No need to ask, no need to stay. I've seen it fade too many ways, and every time it comes around, it never stays, just goes down. You were closer than the rest, something different, I'll confess. But I've always been this way, I didn't care. I just wasn't really there. And every time it felt too real, I forgot how I should feel. Just a feeling passing through, never stays, never true. Just a passing feeling, nothing more. Like every time I fell before. I don't hold it, I don't keep, I just let it fall asleep. Like it never lasted long, just a moment passing by, without a reason why. I stayed until I didn't. It wasn't sudden, wasn't fast, just something never meant to last. Every moment felt unsure, like something distant at its core. You held on a little more than I ever did before, and I could feel it in your hands. You believe I never planned. I didn't know how to explain why I felt that way again. I stayed until I didn't care, until I wasn't really there, until the feeling turned to space and time just slowly erased. No big moment, no clear sign, just a shift inside my mind. And when it left, I let it go, like something I already know. Quieter line, nothing heavy, nothing mine. Every step feels more control, like I've learned to let it fall. Not regret, not relief, just a softer kind of peace, where nothing pulls me back again to where I've already been. Stayed too long, left too late, felt too little to hesitate. I stayed until I didn't. Till I didn't. your voice behind my name, but I kept walking just the same. Didn't stop, didn't slow, like I already chose to go. Every step felt cold but right, like I was done with trying to fight something I could never hold, something slipping out of control. I didn't turn around that night, didn't try to make it right. I just let it fall behind, like it never crossed my mind. No goodbye, no last sound, just a silence all around. And every step I walked away felt like something I couldn't say. Now the streets don't feel the same, different lights, a different name. But every time I close my eyes, I still hear it in the night. Not enough to pull me back, just enough to leave a crack in the calm I built so well, in the silence where I dwell. If I turn, would it change, or just circle back again? If I stay, would I feel, or just make it less real? I didn't turn around that night, I just disappeared from sight. No more words, no more tries, just the truth I never tried. Walking, didn't look, close the page without the book. Midnight rain on an empty road, streetlights on like a broken code. I walk alone where the shadows grow, carrying things they'll never know. Every step like a quiet fight between who I am and what I hide. No one hears what I never say, just another ghost that fades away. Your voice still lives in the back of my mind. can't leave behind. I tried to bury it deep inside. The silence only amplifies, and every corner reminds me still of a love I lost, a stubborn will. I let you go, or so it seems, but you still walk inside my dreams. I leave no trace, just echoes I don't speak. A quiet man, but the silence cuts deep. I wear my calm like a shield in the dark, but you left a scar no time can mark. I breathe so slow, like I'm afraid to feel every memory I tried to conceal. And in this night where I disappear, I'm just a man who still has you here. City lights flicker through the haze like fragments of my yesterdays. I learned to smile without a sound, while everything inside breaks down. Every heartbeat stays in line like a prisoner doing time. I built these walls so I won't fall, but now I feel nothing at all. And when the morning steals the night, I vanish softly out of sight. No one knows the war I fight behind these eyes that lost their light. I became what I had to be, a man shaped by what couldn't be. Not broken, no, just incomplete. Still walking down these empty stairs. I leave no traces, just echoes I don't speak. A quiet man, but the silence cuts deep. I wear my calm like a shield in the dark, but you left a scar no time can mark. Now I don't cry, I just let the silence reply. If you listen, you might hear all the things I'll never make clear. I don't try anymore, not like I did before. Every time I gave it all, I just watched it fall. So I stepped back instead, let it live inside my head, where nothing has to break and nothing's at stake. You thought maybe I was strong for holding in so long, but it wasn't strength at all, just a slower kind of fall. Every word I never said still echoes in my head, but I've learned to let it stay without getting in the way. I don't try anymore, I just let it close the door. I don't reach, I don't bend, I let everything just end. I don't hold, I don't keep, I don't promise anything, and every time it starts to grow, I step back and let it go. The night feels easier to breathe, no expectations over me, no need to prove, no need to show anything I used to know. I've grown into this quiet space where nothing needs to be replaced, just a man who understands what he is and what he can. If I tried again today, I'd probably walk the same old way, because I've seen where it can lead, and it's not something that I need. So I remain just like this, somewhere between loss and peace, not searching, not undone, just someone who is done. I don't try it anymore, I just let it close the door. I don't reach, I don't bend, I let everything just end. Like yesterday. Nothing ever really leaves, it just settles underneath, in the spaces you don't show, in the parts you never know. I thought time would make it fade, take the weight of what we made, but it lingers just the same, wearing silence like a name. I remember how it felt before everything just fell, before I learned to turn away from the things I couldn't say. You were closer than the truth, closer than I ever knew, but I let it slip through hands I never tried to understand. Nothing ever leaves my mind, it just waits there out of sight. Every word I left behind still comes back to me at night. I don't run, I don't fight, I just live with inside. And every step I take alone feels like somewhere I've outgrown. The night feels like a second skin, a place I let the silence in, where nothing has to be explained, and nothing needs to feel the same. I've grown used to being still, to bending more than breaking will. Somewhere deep beneath the calm, something I can't move on from. If I could change a single thing, I wouldn't change what it would bring, 'cause every loss I never faced still shape the man I can't erase. So I remain just as I am, a quiet, distant, broken plan, still holding on to what I knew, but never strong enough to choose. Nothing ever leaves my mind, it just waits there out of sight. Every word I left behind still comes back to me at night. And I don't ask it to release. Some things were never meant for peace. I don't stay anymore, not the way I did before. Every time it starts to feel, I just step away for real. It's not fear, it's not doubt, it's just how it plays out. Like I already know the end before it has a chance to bend. You thought maybe I would change, that I'd try to rearrange all the things I kept inside, all the places I would hide. But I walked that road before, tried to be something more, and every time I got too close, I became someone I don't know. I don't stay, I don't wait, I don't try to recreate something I can't maintain, something built on quiet pain. I don't hold, I don't keep, I don't promise anything, and every time I start to care, I disappear before it's there. The nights don't ask me to remain, they don't question, they don't change, they just let me be the same, without a reason, without a name. I've grown used to moving on before something feels too strong, like I'm safer in between than in something I can't keep. If I ever chose to stay, I'd have too much left to say, too much truth I couldn't hide, too much buried deep inside. So I keep it simple now, I don't ask myself how, I just walk and let it fade, like every choice I never made. I don't stay, I don't wait, I don't try to recreate something I can't maintain, something built on quiet pain. Walk alone where the cold wind flows, every street feels like a path I chose, neon lights flicker through empty eyes, I read the truth in quiet lies. The city moves but I stay unseen, somewhere lost in between. Every shadow feels like home, in a world I walk alone. Smoke drifts slow in the midnight air, like thoughts I never chose to share. Every step that I control hides the weight I never show. I learn to speak without a voice, I learned to speak without a voice, to live inside a silent choice, where nothing breaks and nothing shows, but everything just comes and goes. I leave between what's right and what feels wrong. And every step I take alone feels like a place I've always known. Streetlights blur like a distant dream. Nothing here is what it seems. Every thought stays locked inside, where I let the silence hide. I don't chase what I can't keep. I don't wake what lies asleep. In a world that moves too fast, I became what always lasts. When the morning cuts the sky, I disappear without goodbye. No one knows, no one sees what the night has made of me. I'm the calm beneath the storm, a quiet shape without a form, still moving through what I became, without a face, without a name. I leave no sound, just traces in the night, a fading shade beneath the fading light. I don't explain, I don't justify, I let it pass me quietly by. I don't speak, I don't show, I just walk where shadows go. In the dark, I remain unseen, but not the same. I almost said it that night, when everything felt right, when silence wasn't heavy yet, and nothing felt like regret. It looked at me like you knew there was something breaking through. But I let the moment pass, like every chance before the last. I felt it rise and fade again, like I've done time and time again. I almost said it, but I let it go, turned it into something you'll never know. Every word just slipped away, like I was never meant to say. I stayed quiet, stayed the same, never stepped outside the frame. And now it's just another line I left somewhere behind. Now the nights don't feel the same, different streets, a different name. But every time I slow down, I I still see you around. Not another pull me back, just another leave a crack in the calm I built so well, in the silence where I dwell. Almost said it, almost stayed, almost didn't walk away. If I said it, would you stay? Or would it still end this way? If I tried, would it be real? Or just something I don't feel? Said it once before. Now I don't feel it anymore. Same streets, same nights, nothing new. I walk the same way every night, same shadows on the broken lights. Nothing shifts, nothing moves, just different versions of the truth. Every face just fades away, like they were never meant to stay. And I don't ask what it all means. I've lived too long in between. Nothing ever changes here. Same old thoughts I always hear, same old silence in my head, same old things I never said. I don't fight it, I don't try, I just let it pass me by. And every night I disappear, but nothing ever changes here. Smoke drifts slow across my view, like every memory I outgrew. Not gone enough to set me free, just there, quietly. I don't hold on to what I lose. I've learned to walk without a choose. Every step just feels the same. A different path without a name. Same road, same pace, same road. Nothing left, nothing to find. Nothing ever changes here. Same old thoughts I always hear, same old silence in my head, same old things I never said. No start, no end, just me again, in the same felt it slipping from the start. A quiet distance in your heart. No sudden change, no clear goodbye. Just something slowly passing by. We stay the same on the outside, but something shifted deep inside. Every moment felt less real, like something we refused to feel. We were fading without a sound, no lost and found, no falling down, just something drifting out of place, right in front of both our faces. I didn't stop it, didn't try, just watched it slowly pass me by. And even when I knew the truth, I stayed just like you. Now every night feels cold and still, like something time can't fully kill. Not enough to break me down, just enough to keep me around. I walk the same familiar streets, but something's missing in the beat. Not loud enough to make me stay, just something I can't walk away. I felt it long before the end, something we could never mend. We were fading without a sound, no lost and found, no falling down, just something drifted out of place, right in front of both our faces. No words, no blame, no final scene, just something lost in between. I don't talk about it anymore, not like I did before. Some things don't need a voice, some pain becomes a choice. I let it sit, I let it stay, like it was always meant this way. No need to fix what's already done, no need to hide, no need to run. You try to reach me once or twice, said I was cold, said I was ice, but I was just protecting what was never built to open up. And every time I felt too much, I pulled away from every touch. Not because I didn't care, I just wasn't ready there. I don't talk about it, I just let it live. Every word I had, I never gave. I keep it buried deep inside, where all the quiet things survive. I don't explain, I don't defend, I let the silence speak instead. And if it hurt, I'll let it be. That's just the way it stays with me. The night feels closer than the day. No questions I can push away. No one asking how I feel. No need to make it something real. I walk alone, I've learned to stay. A step removed, the world away. Not lost, not found, just in between. The place where I've always been. If I could say what's on my mind, I'd probably leave it all behind. But words don't come the way they should, and silence always understood. So I remain just as I am, a quiet, distant kind of man, still holding on to what I had, but never letting it decide. I don't talk about it, I just let it live. Every word I had, I never gave. I keep it buried deep inside, where all the quiet things survive. Stand out proud. If you ever look my way, you'll see it in what I don't say. Yeah, slow burn. I don't rush, I let it breathe. Every moment answers me. No need noise to make it known. I built kingdoms on my own. Tailored lines and steady hands. I don't break, I understand. Every loss refined a flame. Now I move without a name. There's a weight behind my gaze. Years of silence, quiet days. I don't speak to fill the air. Only truth when I declare. I'm a magic kind of fire. Never loud but rising higher. Still inside, calm in view. I don't chase, I let it move. No need crowns or grand display. I just walk my chosen way. If you feel it, you'll admire. I'm a measured kind of fire. I don't love with reckless hands. I build trust that always stands. Every word I choose to keep cuts too deep to come away. There's a need titles, no disguise. You can read it in my eyes. Every step a clean design, every move already mine. Yeah. I used to think I had something to say, something worth giving away. But every time I tried to speak, it just felt weaker than the need. So I let it stay inside, when nothing has to be defined. No risk, no weight to carry through, just silence I grew into. No words left, no need to explain. No words left, just quiet remains. You waited for something more, something I never had before. Not because it wasn't there, I just didn't know how to care. Not the way you needed me, not the way it's meant to be. So I step back, let it fall without saying it at all. Now there's no words left to give, just a quiet way to live. I don't try, don't defend, I just let it reach the end. No loud goodbye, no last scene, just something lost in between. And every feeling I once knew faded into something new. I was there, just not enough, close to love, but never touch. Now there's no words left to give, just a quiet way to live. I don't try, don't defend, I just let it reach the end. No words, no sound, just something not found. And if it ever comes back through, I won't know what to do. the steel meets dirt and time. I carried weight I never showed, walked a path I never chose. They tried to grind me in a stone, turn my fire into the cold. But something deep refused to fade, something stayed, smoking iron. I remain through the Lord, through the strain. No chain can hold what I've become. I don't break, I don't run. Through the streets where silence grows, where every man just learns to cope. I built my name without a sound, turn my falls into my ground. Every scar a truth I keep, every promise buried deep. No second chance, no rewrite done, just what's one, smoking iron. I remain through the loss, through the strain. No chain can hold what I become. I don't break, I don't run. Brothers close, we stand the same, through the fire, through the flame. No need to speak, no need to prove. We just endure, we move. When the dawn cuts through the gray and the past won't drift away, I don't ask what could have been, I just stand within. Cold wind drifting through my coat. Another night I spent alone. Neon lights and empty bars don't feel as distant as we are. I see your face in passing glass, a reflection of a fading past. Tried to run, but I remain just a man who never changed. I remember how you used to say, I disappear, just walk away. Not with anger, not with pain, just silence falling like the rain. You were right, I couldn't stay. Not because I didn't care, but loving you meant facing truth, and I was never ready there. I'm the man who never stayed, always lost, always afraid of the things I couldn't show, of the love I didn't know. I walk alone through every night, hiding truth behind the lie, and every road just feels the same when you're the one who's left to blame. I built my strength on empty space, learned to hide what I can't face. Every word I couldn't say still echoes louder every day. Time moves on, but I stand still, caught between regret and will. I let you slip through careless hands. Now I'm lost in where I stand. If I could turn it back somehow, I speak the truth I buried down. But all I have are shadows now, and broken thoughts I won't allow. So I keep walking, head down low, through streets that only I will know. A quiet man, a restless soul, still paying for what I let go. I'm the man who never stayed, always lost, always afraid of the things I couldn't show, of the love I didn't know. I walk alone through every night, hiding truth behind the lie, and every road just feels the same when you're the one who's left to blame. I'm the man who never stayed, always lost, always afraid of the things I couldn't show, of the love I didn't know. I didn't leave, I just disappeared, somewhere between love and fear. And if you ever think of me, just know I felt it silently. Felt it silently. Felt it silently. I used to leave without a trace, just disappear without a face. No second thought, no looking back, no weight from what I left. Something changed along the road. Started feeling what I showed, not enough to make me stay, but enough to slow the way. I don't run like I did before, I just don't stay anymore. I learned to walk away slow, feel it just enough to know what I lose and what I leave, what I never let me be. No more rushing out the door like I've done 1,000 times before. Now I take it step by step with every truth I never kept. You were different, I could tell. Something I remember well, but I've been here far too long to believe I won't go wrong every time it gets too real. I lose track of what I feel, and even when I try to stay, I drift a little more away. Slow enough to understand, fast enough to live. I learned to walk away slow, feel it just enough to know what I lose and what I leave, what I never let me be. Now I'm running shadow of iron walls, where the cold wind never calls. I learned to stand without a sound, while the world kept pushing down. They tried to strip me to the bone, turn my fire into stone. But something buried deep inside never died. Iron shadow I remain, through the dark, through the pain. No chain can hold what I became. I walk alone, I own my name. Through the smoke of endless nights, where the weak give up the fight, I carved my path in solid lines, paid the cost in borrowed time. Every scar a truth I keep, every vow I bury deep. No second chance, no saving grace, just this place. Iron shadow I remain, through the dark, through the pain. No chain can hold what I became. I walk alone, I own my brothers close, we stand as one. Through the dark we don't run. No need for words, no need for lies. We see it all through steady eyes. When the dawn cuts through the gray, and the past won't drift away, I don't bend, I don't fall, I outlast it all. Black water runs through the avenue, carries the sins that I once knew. Neon flickers on borrowed time, every shadow's a friend of mine. I try to wash these hands clean, but the past don't fade that easily. So I walk through black water slow. Let it take what I can't let go. If I drown alone. No prayers left, no way back home. Cold wind cuts through my collarbone. Feel like true when you're on your own. Every lie that I ever told still echoes back in undertones. No redemption in this street, just ghosts repeating what I used to be. So I'll walk through black water slow. Let it take what I can't let go. If I drown alone. No prayers left, no way back home. I don't fight it anymore. What I was is at the shore. Let it sink, let it stay. Some things don't wash away. Morning breaks, but I don't care. Light don't reach me anywhere. Still I walk where the tide won't show down below. In black water slow. It's not the noise that breaks you, it's what stays when it's gone. Chair still turned, glass half full, room feels heavy, air feels dull. Nothing loud, nothing wrong, still feels like I don't belong. I carry it, I don't show it. Every word I never said builds a space inside my head. Not regret, not quite pain, just something I can't explain. I've been fine, I've been worked, learn to live with the reverse. No breakdown. If I fall, it won't be seen. No loud crash, no in between. Just a shift, a subtle bend, like something reaching its end. You don't fix what you understand. I carry it, I don't show it, I live with it. I don't name it, and if it stays, and let it stay. I stop chasing it away. Some things don't need release, they just learn to live in me. In a world that never waits, where the strong decide your fate, I stopped trying to be seen, stop chasing what it means. They try to pull me to the ground, turn my voice into no sound, but I hear what they denied deep inside. I got nothing left to prove, no more lines I need to move. No chain can pull me where I've been. I stand my ground. Smoke of broken day, where the truth just fades to gray, I built my strength without a guide, kept the fire I hold inside. Every scar a silent mark, every step through endless dark. No turning back, no I need to move. No chain can pull me where I've been. I stand my ground. I don't give in. I don't give in. Whoa. When the fire meets the sky and the last old echoes die, I don't chase what I once knew. I in the wait of iron days, where the sky turns dull and gray. I learned early not to speak what would only make me weak. They tried to shape me into less, turn my truth into regret, but I kept what they couldn't see inside of me. This is the way I carry on, through every night, through every wrong. No chain can break what I became. I stand alone, I bear the name. Through the smoke of silent streets, where defeat and hunger meet, I built my strength without a sound, turned my loss into my ground. Well, every scar a line I drew, every step I followed through. No second chance, no softer way, just a day. Stand alone, I bear the name. Oh yeah, brothers near, we share the load, walk the same unspoken road. Oh, no need for words, no need to prove, we just move. When the dawn cuts through the sky and the past won't pass me by, I don't run, I don't bury, I just carry. Letters I never sent, still folded in my head. Every line I meant turned into something unsaid. I kept moving place to place, like distance could erase what followed anyway. Didn't work. No return address, no way back from this. Oh, keys still cold in my hand, doors I don't understand, some I close too soon. like someone trying to shift the blame. No return address, no second guess, just a life that turned and never reset. Still I carry what I kept, even if it never left. In the dust of broken ground, where the lost don't make a sound, I carry weight I never showed, walked a path I never chose. They tried to rob me out in vain, turn my truth into their chain, but I held on through every fall, through it all. Forge a name, burn it in, through the loss, through the sin. No hand can break what I became. I rise alone. I stake my claim. Through the streets of hollow sound, where the strong get buried down, I built my strength without a guide, kept the fire I keep inside. Every scar a mark of proof, every step a heart of truth. No retreat, no turning back, just this track. Forge the name, burn it in, through the loss, through the sin. No hand can break what I became. I rise alone. I stake my claim. Just the truth I can't erase. When the fire meets the sky and the last old echoes die, I won't fade, I won't change. I became the name